Alright, what's up guys? Just got the update 2020.12.6.
So this is a cool update, traffic light and stop sign control. So as you approach a light, you'll see it turns red. The car recognizes that. You see the icons on the dash there. And so the car starts to slow down. It's a red light, so it's going to come all the way to a stop. Had that light been green, it would have prompted me to either hit the accelerator or the stalk. If I didn't do either of those two things, it would stop at that red line.
And let's see when it turns green. Okay, so it turned green. I gave it some throttle. And by giving it throttle, it's now on its merry way. So now one of the big differences between the car interacting with a stoplight or a stop sign is that on a stop sign, obviously the car will just stop. And the car will not proceed until you tap the accelerator or pull the autopilot stalk. That's the part that's a little bit quirky. There's a lot of hands-on, there's a lot of communication with the car. So it's not like turn on traffic light and stop sign recognition and let the car just do its thing. It's not that seamless. It's very interactive and very hands-on. You really need to police it and communicate with the car constantly.
Now here's another example of me approaching a red light. I don't get in the way or interfere with the system. So I'm not going to hit the accelerator or the stalk, and I'm just going to let the car roll to a stop up to that red line. Now you can see the light turns green, so I'm just going to hit the accelerator pedal just for a second, jolt the car, and then the autopilot will take over and it'll go ahead and take it all the way up to the speed limit or whatever the maximum speed I have assigned.
So here I am going to another stoplight. This is the stoplight here. It's gonna give me that symbol. I'm gonna confirm I want to proceed, and there it goes. So we found a hack. If you're engaged on autopilot in this new beta mode, you maintain pressure on the accelerator pedal, you can exceed the speed limit, the posted speed limit, on beta mode autopilot, and it will stare for you. Everything I've seen online is that one of the drawbacks with this whole beta setup is that you can't go faster than the speed limit. You can only go the posted speed limit. Now, there was an illuminated sign that popped up and said, auto stare unavailable, or, you know, if you're going faster than the posted speed limit or something to that effect. But I was able to do it and it auto stared. So that's pretty cool. So this is a 40-mile-an-hour zone, as you can see right there. It's a 40-mile-an-hour zone, but I'm doing 42, 43. Let's see how fast I can go until it disengages. It's actually, you can see I'm not doing, it's totally on its own. I'm doing 60 and a 40 on autopilot, and it's allowing me to do it. And it's staring. Here's a turn, all on its own. As long as you keep a little bit of pressure on the pedal, it does the rest. You don't get the red line popping up and telling you you're approaching a stoplight. It just, that constant pressure, it gives the feedback, the message to the car that the system that it can proceed. So you don't have to continuously every intersection hit the gas or hit the stalk, autopilot stalk. You can just let it go. I think one of the other things to consider is the fact that you need to be on streets that have well-marked lines, right? I mean, otherwise you just won't even engage autopilot. It just won't engage. I was in an area where I went from kind of designated lines to, no lines, and the car obviously panics whether it's on this beta mode or even autopilot before this. Car cannot operate like that. So nothing has been done on that end. Obviously that's a whole different kind of bit of technology that needs to be maybe integrated into Google Maps to be able to recognize streets without the lines. But I think overall it's a good step. Again, it's not without its quirks, but it works pretty good. And as long as you're hands-on, I think you're going to be fine. We'll see you on the next video.